The 10th step, applying the complete technique of scientific relaxation. Murdo, MacDonald, Bayne. Verse, If any man do his will, he shall know the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. John 7:17. I have said many times in these lessons, take off the brakes and God will do the work. By following out the techniques explained in this lesson, you will take off the brakes, and you will see for yourself what can be done, for you will see the will of God being done in you. It is man himself who puts on the brakes, and it is man himself who must take them off. God does not do that for you. But when you do take off the brakes, then you will see what God will do for you. This is the attitude of mind you must have when doing these relaxation exercises, and you will prove to yourself that my words are true. With this understanding and technique properly applied, life will continue to grow more abundant. Not only will your mental and bodily health increase, but also will your material possessions. All these are but the outward expression of your well-ordered mind through divine reasoning and relaxation, and life will become a blessing to you. We have clearly seen that emotional habit patterns set up a disturbance in the cerebellum, which may attack any part of the body. Fear adds coal to the fire because you do not understand what is taking place. Thus a vicious circle is created. There are many amateur advisers who tell you what you should do and what to take, etc. They are more ignorant than yourself and the cause of your trouble. Therefore follow my instructions, and you will soon see the way out of the forest into the clear again. The first step in scientific relaxation is to have a couch, soft yet firm to lie upon. Take off all tight clothes, lie down, place one pillow under your head, pull the ends forward so that it tucks well under the neck. Place another pillow under your knees. This takes the strain or pull from leg muscles. Spread your legs to 30 degrees so that the outside of the calf takes the weight. Lay your arms by your side, hands resting on the groin or over the stomach, whichever suits best. Relax your lower jaw. Close your lips. Breathe through your nose and close your eyes. Now take the tension off your legs and arms and repeat, legs relax, arms relax. Talk to your arms and legs. They will send messages to your cerebellum, which will then begin to let go of the habit pattern. After you have relaxed your legs and arms, repeat 60 times, divine peace fills me. There is a mechanism created perfect within you, and it will soon begin to work properly. When you relax your arms and legs, the rest of the body relaxes more easily. You have taken the first step to break up the habit pattern, and as each successive step is taken, natural forces will begin to work through your brain and body, and your mind will begin to clear as it becomes freed from a chain of negative thought feelings, while the cerebellum sends messages out to the blood vessels, intestines, stomach, lung, kidney, etc., releasing the tension created there. Relaxation is the finest form of suggestion. Strong and violent suggestion should be avoided, for they often produce the opposite. In the second step, the muscles of the chest are relaxed through breathing. To get the idea of the proper relaxing breath, place your tongue in the roof of your mouth and turn it back into the throat. This causes the throat and bronchial tubes to open, and you breathe behind the nose. Read what I have said about this important exercise in Lesson 2. Now breathe gently, allowing the abdomen to extend naturally. Then the chest expands automatically. As you exhale quietly, say to your chest muscles, relax, relax. Say to yourself, breath is life. I and the Father are one. This must not be said as an affirmation, but with understanding of what it means for design reasoning is the twin pillar with relaxation. We do not escape by affirming or denying. Only the truth will set us free. Our conscious reasoning is carried to the subconscious and helps us to break up the habit pattern created in the mind and body. Affirmations are but a form of self-hypnosis, and you are already suffering from this through your habit patterns. The third step is to release these conflicts in the mind through free association. You repeat to yourself whatever comes into your mind, letting one word or event suggest another. You must not inhibit your thoughts by comparison of right or wrong, nor must you analyze them at present. The exercise is to free the mind of all suppressed thoughts, good or bad, by quietly and impersonally discerning them as they flow out. For instance, if a swear word arises, don't be afraid to let it out. It won't hurt you. You have suppressed it long enough, and it is doing you more harm in that condition than when you let it out. What must be done is to view your mental makeup as you would look impersonally upon a film on a screen. You tell on yourself. Don't be afraid of things you did or did not do or should have done. It is the suppression of these that causes habit patterns. Then free them by consciously looking at them free from comparison. It is in this way you overcome your repression and suppression. Read Lesson 3 again and gain a fuller understanding of this vital part of the technique. A change in your mental attitude will cause a change in your physical health. It is the Christ in you that knows error from truth and knows how to separate one from the other. The Christ in you is the wisdom of God and is able to see clearly that error is not of God, but the creation of man's own mind. Therefore you are able to dispense with it by looking at it boldly, knowing that it has no power of its own. The only power it has you give it by fearing it, by suppressing or repressing it. The fourth step is to relax the muscles of the back. This step is a very important one when we realize how our back muscles press upon the ganglionic mass of nerve tissues which runs down each side of the spine. From these numerous fiber branches lead out to the organs of the body and blood vessels. When the back muscles are tense, they press on these nerves and inhibit the flow of the life force. This prevents the proper function of the organs. In many cases, these muscles become so tense as to create fibrosis, sciatica, and cramp in the legs are also often the result of tense back muscles. Relaxing the back muscles requires practice. You cannot do it in just one trial. If you think that you have mastered it with one trial and you have not mastered it with one trial, you give it up. I say, well, you're stupid. The fact is, this is the relaxing of the muscle of the back and requires continuous practice. You must talk to your back muscles as you do to your legs and arms, and feel the tension leaving. Relaxation of the back muscles readily breaks up habit patterns which affect the viscera, or all the organs in the stomach. These muscles are easily taught through verbalization, talking quietly to them, enticing them to relax. In the fifth step, we learn to relax during sleep. This will do more to regain your health than all the medicines in the world. Read Lesson 5 carefully, as there's a lot of useful information about sleep and how to obtain that natural, health-giving remedy. Be sure that your neck muscles are relaxed, for tension here prevents proper health-giving sleep and also inhibits the regeneration of the organs of the viscera. These important nerves, the pneumogastric or phrenic nerves which lead into the thoracic and abdominal area, pass under the neck muscle. Therefore, you can realize how important it is to relax the neck muscle before you go to sleep at night. The main thing to watch is that the neck does not make a bridge between the head and the shoulders, causing unconscious tension. The neck must be snug, as shown in Step 1. Move your head slowly, easily from side to side. Tell your neck muscle to let go. Let go. When you find your body in a relaxed state, then turn your mind over to the universe. Engage in a few minutes of divine reasoning, then pass off to sleep, repeating several times. Relax all night through. In the sixth step, we get a clear view of how to free the mind. A free mind is one in which there are no opposites, no divisions, no separation, no bias, no prejudice, and no antagonism. The mind must be pliable to be free. When ideas become fixed in the rigid mind, that mind is truly ignorant. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 8 and 9, "Love never disappears. As for prophesying, it will be superseded. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will be superseded. For we only know bit by bit. But when the perfect comes, the imperfect will be superseded." It is said that the eye is the window of the soul. When the soul is tense, the eye tense, and the body follows suit. To relax the eye muscle, you must relax the mind and body. There are 6 muscles that turn the eye from side to side and up and down, etc. These are other finer muscles that connect and expand the iris. The majority of people seldom use the eye muscles properly. They either stare, making the muscles rigid, or fail to move them when looking from side to side or up and down, and they turn the head instead. The best way to relax the eyes is to sit at a table with the elbows on a cushion, the palms and the hands over the eyes. Feel as if the eyes are falling into the palm of your hand. This must be done while the body is also relaxed. A greater strain is put upon the eye muscles when you are trying to read too much at one time. Macular vision exercise is the way to counteract this. Take each letter in a word and move the eyes over it, up and down, in and out. The focus must move around the smallest point. Then read each word separately, and you will find how this rests the eye. While at work, you can cure your eye strain by using the eyes properly. Read Lesson 6 about eye exercises. In the 7th step, we see how we can regain our health by relaxing at work and play. If you are in an office, don't twist your legs around your chair or sit in an awkward position. Find the easiest and most relaxed way to sit. If writing, hold your pen lightly and the muscles of your arm easy. Some people write with a hand cramped and the muscles of the arm so tense that they get writer's cramp. Relax at the theater, the football game, etc. Take the tension off. Learn to see with your mind and not with your neck muscles, your back muscles, your eye muscles, and your chest muscles. You are wasting energy and creating tension. Relax when you have difficulties in work or play. Your brain will work better and you will know better what to do. Relaxing the scalp and face muscles is also detailed in Lesson 7. This is very important in relieving headaches. The great occipital nerve, the trigeminal nerve, and the supraorbital nerves, these come out from the skull and spread over the cranium, are often pressed by tight scalp and facial muscles. Read what I said in Lesson 7 about the way to clear up these troubles. In the 8th step, we learn how to use up lactic acid to counteract the acids created by emotional habit patterns. Here is the exercise that will do this all and more. I call it relaxed tension exercises. This simple exercise has a tremendous effect. It will charge you with vitality mentally and physically. Your brain will clear and your pain will disappear. You virtually squeeze the poisons out of the tissues, and at the same time you create lactic acid to heal the nerves. In the 9th step, we see how to soothe the nerves, thus inducing perfect relaxation. We break up those habit patterns that cause all our troubles in the pleasant external action that is the effect of soothing or stimulating the mind. Stroking the back is a lovely sensation. It may seem simple, but the simplicity of it should not prevent you from using it. It has the wonderful effect of soothing the nerves of the spine and body generally, as well as soothing the mind. Stroking also turns the don't-do cells into yes-do cells in the brain and nervous system. Music also has a tremendous effect upon the mind and body, and also has great curative powers. Relax in your favorite armchair and listen to your chosen record. Allow the music to flow over and through you. The effect is marvelous when done this way. It suggests to the mind, brain, and body a harmonizing quality that cannot be obtained any other way. It is truly therapeutic. Read also what I have said about relaxing the vocal organs in Lesson 9. Your voice, personality is important to you and in your daily contacts. Your figure and bearing may be delightful, but your voice may spoil it all. Voice personality is one of the main steps in successful living. Thought produced in the mind of God and thought produced in the mind of man only differ in the degree as a drop is to the ocean. The action is the same. When God produces a world, a man in the material form, so does man produce his own conditions in the same substance. This law is inherent and is within all, and we find by experience the truth of this in our daily living. Now we have received the Spirit, not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit that comes from God, that we may understand what God has bestowed upon us. 1 Corinthians 2:12. When we have broken up all our habit patterns, when we have taken off the brakes, so shall God produce in us that which the multitude call miracles. I of myself am nothing. It is the Spirit of the Father that doeth all these things. Benediction. O Mother of mine, beyond time and space, Thou hast created me in finite form, the image of Thy infinity. Thy Spirit invisible took shape, and I came into being. Thy all-protecting heart throbs in my heart, within my breast in the form of love. While Thy omnipresent infinity I fail to comprehend, yet Thou hast drawn aside the veil of mystery, revealing Thy glory to me. And Thou hast told me that which is Thine is also mine. And now, O Mother of mine, I am at peace with all Thy creation. End of lesson.